Hello my friends, how is your motoring bug? Alive and well? Great, welcome to this new video. Our hero today is a true king of controversy, admired and hated, applauded and massively misunderstood at the same time and often by the same people, including some famous YouTube presenters who, after testing it and raving about its awfulness, secretly fell in love with it and filmed more videos about this car, adding themselves to its fandom. This drift by true car nuts from EU to gives us an idea that this car still stands as a remarkable example of design and engineering, a statement of true creativity trumping over boring mediocrity. Bold move by Italians to give us something charismatic, undeniably different, that distinguishes itself from anything in its class at its time and probably afterwards. Out of this world body built on tubular space frame, providing incredible comfort for 6 people while having more legroom in the rear than Rolls-Royce Silver Seraph. What do you say about this? Bravo! Exactly the hatchback this dream car is based on. I'm sure by now you've already guessed it right. The Polarizing FIAT Multipla. And not any Multipla, a very special one. Let me show you. Look, it's got special alloy wheels, Abarth logos, sport bumpers, skirts, cool spoiler at the back, and the most heavily tinted windows I've ever seen. There is something hiding in the boot, but we'll get to this a bit later. First, let's address the elephant in the room. Named Top Gear Car of the Year in 2000, and the best car of the moment by Mr. Jeremy Clarkson in his series Clarkson Car Years, and the best family car from 2001 until 2004 by Top Gear magazine. This is the only people carrier in the world on its way to become a new cult vehicle. Not only an excellent example of futuristic design, but an art piece in its own right. You know why? Because no matter the first impression you get from seeing it, it doesn't leave you indifferent. And it was exhibited in London Design Museum and MoMA in New York. This is the only standing testament to the expression, they don't make them like this anymore.
For the next part of our film, we kindly ask you to take away your children. To admire how far we've developed from the times of Multipla, have a look at this selection of new groundbreaking offers in today's automotive world. Clearly, we are on the wave of yet another huge creativity crisis. Because after we've crash landed into the ocean of mostly blunt and unmemorable cars at the overlap of these centuries, our hopes for the better future apparently had washed us ashore to a strange new land, just to find ourselves surrounded by an array of brutally hideous electrocuting robocars, obviously the descendants of robotized autonomous vacuum cleaners.
Contrary to these unfriendly looking modern creations, the original Multipla looks playfully smart, approachable, and honest about its purpose. Comfort, economical family car. True friend for your adventurous trips. Not taking up much of your space, but generously providing it instead. Think of it. In this world, we teach ourselves and our children, of course, to embrace individuality, be inclusive and nice to others, smile and have fun in life, enjoy every moment, express the creativity, think different, or at least please think more often. Yes, graphic t-shirts, tattoos, piercing, and IKEA plastic hats are all fine. Sure, black rubber boots go well with your evening dress. Well, that's gonna be too far, maybe. But you know what I mean, don't you? Look around. Cool haircuts, hipster beards, colored socks, smoking pipes, 30 years difference in marriage. Anything goes these days. Than actually being a bit different with your car choice shouldn't seem that awkward anymore. It's normal already. But somehow that generalized societal judgment creeps into minds. I'm a successful businessman. No way I'm driving that. And it has no mercy on our kids either, despite our teachings. Most of the time they react even worse. It's awful. Why can't you get a normal car? Do you guys want to taste that normality? For real? Okay. Let's have 3 of you stuffed in the back of a Volkswagen Golf, for example. Family trips are fun, right? How much fun? Well, the one who gets to horseback on that bulging middle part of the rear bench for 3 hours, squished by 2 siblings, shall be happy to explain. Straight away, the idea of having a bit exuberant and extrovert automobile that 25 years after its launch still turns heads, while effortlessly carrying 6 people and providing 100 more liters of boot space for their stash than a 15 centimeters longer Volkswagen Golf, doesn't seem that bad anymore. And don't try to reason me saying that people's car is more fun. People's car interior is by far the definition of boredom, and any of the entry-level model is a dog to drive. Don't trust my word on that? Then look up Dr. Pischetsrieder, former CEO and the chairman of Volkswagen Group, who said that Mark IV Volkswagen Golf was too slow, too average, and it seems that marketing people rather than engineers and designers were leading its development. Enjoyable road manners and real driving pleasure is one of Multipla's best kept secrets. No one can guess at the first glance. But once you realize that all its weight has been kept below this really low belt line, the car is 5 centimeters wider on each side, and the wheels are placed right at every corner, you understand where all this character is coming from. 80 kilometers an hour. I'm having fun. In a van. Considering the whole package then, Multipla could be far better car than any ordinary family hatchback. You only have to engage just a bit of your imagination to realize what's in front of you. Spend 10 minutes driving it and you will appreciate it. Relax about other people's opinion and you are the biggest fan. So if you're trying hard not to become one of them and be one of us, get yourself a Multipla before it's too late. This car is an exorcist of boredom in yourself and in the people around you. And now, I'm sure you all want to see what's been hiding in the boot of this very particular Multipla. There you go. Nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's a cargo van. Look. Made in only 3,000 pieces by a Dutch company that imported Multipla in Holland and converted them into the work tool. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you the coolest ever and the rarest cargo van on the planet. The history, as we know, repeats itself and quite often. And as it happened in 1946, when Mr. Pom, a Dutch importer of Volkswagen at that time, entered the production facility of VW and spotted the Plattenwagen, he quickly sketched what was to become the most popular people carrier in the world, the Type 2 Volkswagen, the bus. Everybody knows it. So, Dutch people know a thing or two about a particular design of automotive creations, and again, they gave us this. Well, they gave it themselves, of course, but we should trust them on that. This is one of the coolest cars on the planet. I leave you with this piece of the art on wheels to enjoy it in this fantastic Italian evening light, and I will go enjoy the Italian dinner. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Ciao!